Okay, so a little video shoot with a 2 litre keg with the N2 Nitro for Guinness draft. So we're going to assemble this keg now. We're going to bang some Guinness in there and we're going to nitro that Guinness up. Okay, so once added the Guinness, so all the Guinness is now added into your keg. Screw the top on. You just want to add your gas nitro holder on. What I've done is there's 4 pints of Guinness draft in here. I've added 2 nitro, so I've used 2 8-gram nitro. Now this is N2 nitro, it's not N2O. Nitro, pure nitro, will actually give it the creaminess of the beer. N2O adds a bit of CO2 with it as well, which can cause a bit of bubbling on the top of the beer, which you kind of don't want. So this is the best stuff to use, the 8-gram nitros. They are 8 grams, they're not 16 grams like the CO2. So unfortunately don't go as far, but they are pretty cheap if you work it back for what the price of per pint would be. You know, by the time you put this in and your beer, it's still coming, you know, very cheap to you for a pint. So I've added 2 of them. Once you add those 2 in, before you put the tap on, you just want to give it a right good shake. So you just want to get it and work that nitro into the beer. So, you know, don't be afraid to give it a bit of a shake round. You know, leave it to stand for half an hour, give it another shake, just work that nitro in. At the moment, it's like -4 where we are. So I'm going to leave this keg outside. It's freezing cold now. I put the cold beer in, which has been left outdoors. So just leave this keg to stand outside for an hour. Just keep it chilled. I've added the 3rd nitro in this holder, so that's ready to go when I want to dispense my Guinness. But like I say, I've worked 2 in there and I've added a 3rd. It might take 3. I might need to add another one just to get it to perfection. But again, for the price of the canisters with your beer, you know, if you've got 4 pints in there and you're adding, you know, what N2 you need to add in there just to get that perfection, then it's definitely worth it. So I'm just going to leave that for an hour, come back, pop the tap on, and we'll pour a pint. Just to add on that, this is a 2 litre, so this is how much I would need to add into my 2 litre to achieve, you know, the cream flow of the Guinness that I need. Or I'm saying Guinness, just any kind of stout or smooth flow. If you've got a bigger keg, a 5 litre, then it's going to take a lot more because there's a lot more liquid in there for the N2 to absorb into. So, you know, depending on what you've got would depend on kind of the balance with the N2 to get it in there. And depending on what the beer is to start off with. So just going to add that as well. Okay, so we've left that an hour now. Put the tap on. All looking good. Nice and cold. Ice cold. I've only got to hand here just a jar looking glass. But you'll get the picture. So we're going to give it a whirl. Like I say, we've added 2 in. We've got another one on the nitro. It's set at 10 psi, which you can see, 10 psi there. Again, you just increase that as you need. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, so you can see there it's getting a bit of a smoothness to it. Nice smoothness, creamy head. Looking pretty good. I'd probably be tempted to put a bit more N2 in there, maybe the 3rd one. Just give it a good shake and leave it for another half an hour or so. But you can see it's nice and creamy. Nice and creamy and good to go. I'm going to drink that and probably pop a bit more N2 in and enjoy another pint after. Okay, so this is a good few hours after, about 3 or 4 hours after. Coming to I've just had a couple of pints off it and coming down to about half a keg, just under. Look at this, beautiful. So I thought I'd just do an extra little video to add on. Pouring, lovely. And if you look now and see the creaminess of the beer. So it's nice and creamy. Probably not the perfect glass to to be showing here, but you can see how that's now gathering. I'm just going to take them out. Lovely. So you can see in the glass there. So the N2's done its job. You can see that in the light and the creaminess of the head, and it's just following up. And like I said, this is about 3 hours after. So what I've used in this 2 litre keg, we've used 2 N2, and we're on our third with about 10 psi. Give it a good shake, left it out in the cold. This is freezing cold now. Halfway down the keg, and it's pouring a really lovely, I mean, I'm using draft Guinness, but anything dark stout or any cream flow stuff, you can see it's just got that nice creaminess to it. Not too many bubbles on the top, which some of the other N20 stuff gives, and puts a lot of bubbles on the top. This is just nice and creamy, lovely. Enjoy your evening, guys. So there you go, that's a bit about the N2. Three days later, I thought I'd have a 3-day Guinness. I don't know if there's a pint left in it. Maybe a pint. Might have a pint. Is it 3 days? 2 days. From Saturday Eve. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Poured it all wrong, like. Should have stopped on Guinness. Just stop about 3/4 of the way up and then top it up. Got carried away with the video and forgot to do it, but hey ho. So you can see, nice and creamy. Taste test. Tastes lovely. Not too many bubbles on the top. Nice and creamy. Right down the glass too. So that's 2 days in the keg with 3 N2 Nitro. You can see a nice, you can get that on the video, nice and creamy. Lovely pint, still cold. It's been outside, so it's still nice and cold. Enjoy, just a bit of an update. So it's two-day Guinness. Perfect.